Welcome to the hood. And it's a hood kind of a day. It's quite misty in the woods today. It's been raining for nigh on a month. Bit of a chill in the air. A typical autumn day. It's a hood kind of a day. Freedom. Now there's a word. What does it mean? What does it mean to you? Most of you will remember that film. I think it came out in the 90s. You can take our lives, but you can never take our freedom. Famous quote from quite a famous film. And it's odd that the character places freedom above his life, above all else. And this has been a common thread through our history. We are a people who must be free. No matter where we've roamed, settled, we are free men. Freedom counts for something. Freedom is important above all else. America, land of the free. Rule Britannia, ruled the waves, and Britons will never be slaves. Freedom. And yet, through the centuries, and it's been centuries, it's taken small groups of determined individuals to fight for that freedom. To return to the land, to refuse to give in, and hold fast to freedom's flame. And through all of those years, little by little, our freedom has been replaced with a prison. A situation most people never contemplate and never realise. They're born into an education system, teaches them to react in the correct manner to authority. So you can get an education and qualifications in order that you can get a job. And you need the job in order that you can earn money. And you need money in order to live. I don't think we built the walls of this invisible prison on purpose. I think we were nudged in that direction, coerced, and sometimes pushed. Until today, most people can't see the walls. They start work at 15, 16, 20. After working the last 8 years at school, and they continue to work to survive for the next 40 years, and then retire, and shortly thereafter fade away. A system that ensures that your efforts can be taxed, that you constantly produce and consume. We weren't born to do that. We went dreadfully wrong. We stopped believing in freedom. But there are still those, and more each day, who are recognising that the system that's in place now is wholly wrong. That we are capable of creating something so much better. When the Normans invaded in 1066, they stole all of the land. Most of us know that from our history. Many of the landowners today, the large landowners, are descendants from those Normans, from those families. There were a small group of Anglo-Saxons who refused to comply, who refused to give in, who held fast to their freedom. The wild men of the woods, the Normans called them. Three years ago, I made a video called People and Land. I was really talking about the Enclosures Act and the Industrial Revolution, and how these things had removed even more people from the land. Another land grab, more restrictions, pushing us into a new technological world. And I'm not going to denigrate the advances and the leaps forward that we made. But it was at the expense of our freedom. And those people that refused to give in, that fought back against tyranny, have echoed through the ages. All of you would have heard of Robin Hood and his merry band of men who again lived in the woods, who returned to the land to fight for freedom. Whilst there's still people willing to fight, whilst there's still people who refuse to be slaves, our future is not cast. Because today, more restrictions, more imprisonment, reduction in freedom. It's all happening. We need to be those wild men of the woods. We need to be that merry band that fights tyranny and holds fast to freedom's flame. Speak to you soon, people.